Whew, I'm cold. Just got off the phone with my dad. My dad's 80. He's going to be turning 81 by summertime. Suffering all sorts of medical problems. And my dad, like a lot of people I know, is an arrogant, uptight, loudmouth know-it-all. His idea of a successful person is how many fucking toys you got and how much money you got in the bank. That's the kind of guy my dad is. So I went, all right. So he's sitting there, and I can't get a net word in edgewise. That's just the way it is. It's the way it is with our relationship, and which has been shit. My dad was never there when I was a kid. So I'm not going to go blah, 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 boo-hoo about that bullshit, because that's what it is, just fucking BS. It's just bullshit stuff. But, you know, since then, last few years, we've talked more, but it's mostly that he talked to me more. So that's what most of the discussion. But anyway, he started talking about his friends. He's got all these super influential friends, allegedly. He's like, yeah, you know, let me tell you about, you know, and my dad's kind of ashamed of me because, you know, I'm not married, have like 8 kids. I'm not making several $1 million a year. I'm not highly influential, you know. You know, I don't have 1,000 toys like he used to. You know, not what he calls a success story. Okay, this is a guy who built an ammunition reloading plant on my suggestion. My dad was not a gun guy until his own son, me, was in the military. Well, okay, so National Guard, still considered military. We still play with rifles, machine guns, pistols, rocket launchers, you know, but still considered military. Oh, well, you're just not good enough to join the regular army, or the Marines, you suck ass. Okay, whatever. My dad thinks, you know, oh, wow. And we used to go out target shooting back in the 80s. We used to go up to Azusa Canyon. We used to fire off some pistols and all that other BS. And, well, our guns jammed up quite a bit. And I said, you know what? Why don't we just make our own ammo? And that way it won't jam up all the time. You know, it's a good idea. So we started casting our own ammunition, make our own bullets and shit like with hand casters. You know, you smack it open with the little plastic hammers, take it out. We used to have a mechanical die and punch thing that does this. You rotate it. You know, let's size it up. Here's the ammunition, you know, here's the powder, here's the primer, blah, blah, blah. So we did all this stuff. Pretty soon he started selling it to other friends of his. And then their friends saying, hey, you know, this guy makes pretty damn good ammunition. And then eventually the plant grew, blah, blah, blah. And the story goes, years later, my dad was making up to 100 to 200,000 rounds of ammunition a week. Got a big plant in Pacoima. Started buying automatic machines, casting machines, loading machines. We had like 7 people working for us, you know. And, yeah. And, of course, naturally, I didn't get any of the credit or any of the money. I was treated as a normal fucking worker that he could hire and fire at any time, which he did. So, anyway, the story goes on years later. After he sold the business, he sold his house, you know, after the Rodney King riots happened, all the gun laws changed, all the bullet laws changed, and he started losing money like crazy. So this fucking guy, he ends up getting a divorce, loses his house, but he keeps the business, rebuilds a little bit, buys another friggin' house, turns around, sells it, buys a big-ass mansion in Vegas, cash, $1 million+ dollars. Well, there went the $1 million to be a millionaire. And now he's in debt up to his asshole, living on his and his third wife's Social Security. His cars are over 10 to 12 years old. and he still thinks that he's a success story. So this guy hangs on to all these other rich, allegedly filthy bastards and brags about them. Oh, my best friend, his wife was the woman who sued the Catholic Church for $600 million for all the priests abusing all the kids. You know, and she's like super smart, and, you know, they're millionaires 100 times over. They own a house directly across the street. He's my best friend. Blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, that's great, Dad, you know. $600 million from the Catholic Church, which is the Vatican, of course. And I said, hey, Dad, that's nothing. The Vatican shits $600 million. They're the richest institution on the planet. They shit that. They have more money than most second and third world countries combined. I said, they shit that. And I'm pretty sure they did not pay $600 million. I bet with their own friggin' lawyers, they're probably still fighting it to the bitter end. That kind of lawsuit will outlive everybody, including the lawyers. Oh, well, you know what? His wife's super smart, and he was into oil, and they got a huge house. They got 2 Lear jets. They got a custom-made Bentley, custom-made motorcycles. But, you know, right now he's got incurable neck cancer. But he's still a success story. But the fucking guy is dying of neck cancer. Well, yeah, but he's still a success story. But he's going to die, right? Well, eventually he's got the best doctors working on him. So he's going to get a hole in the ground like the rest of us fucking ham and egger losers. Well, he's got the best doctors fighting his cancer. But eventually he's going to die from it, right? Well, yeah, they say it's incurable. And that means he's going to die like the rest of us ham and eggers and get a hole in the fucking ground like the rest of us assholes. No matter how much money we have or how much money we don't have, right? Yeah, but he's a success story. But the fucking cocksucker is going to die, right? Well, yes. Well, he's building a big mausoleum. I said, it doesn't matter if he's encased in marble, dirt, or solid gold, the fucking guy's going to die. So all the arrogant fuck did his entire life is live high off the hog, probably partied and drank and doped up with all that friggin' money. He probably inherited the goddamn shit. Because how else can just a regular everyday schmuck end up getting 100 million fucking dollars? Not too many people can say that, build it from the ground up. Even Vince McMahon's WWF/WWE was inherited. Well, let me tell you, and then this other guy, he lives next door to me, and he's like 275 pounds, but he's filthy rich. And I said, oh, another filthy rich friend. He goes, oh yeah, this guy, he's got so much fucking money. I mean, he dealt in Saudi oil. He was going to marry a Saudi princess, and instead he came over to America. He hooked up with this woman. And I said, Dad, is he an Arab? No, he's not. Is he a white guy? He goes, well, yeah. There's no fucking way that he's going to marry a Saudi princess. That's not going to happen. Well, of course it was going to happen. And I said, I think the guy would be lying through his teeth. The Saudi royal family is not going to just give one of their daughters out to some fucking rich fucking white trash motherfucker from the United States. It doesn't work that way. They might marry a 10th cousin removed, but not a Saudi princess. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. And I went, okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. Cool. You see, and this guy, well, right now he's got liver and he's got pancreatic cancer. So I said, so he's another fucking guy that's dying of cancer, right? But he's super filthy rich and he's successful, right? He goes, yeah. Okay, so your idea of success is no matter how many fucking toys you own, how much money you got, how much impact you make on the world. Make history, right? Did any of these guys make history? He's, well, no, their names are mentioned. Okay. So that means you were never mentioned. Being who you are, you were never mentioned. You know, I was the only guy in the community here that's a reloading tycoon. A reloader tycoon, a gun guy. I said, you're a tycoon? I thought you're living off of Social Security. Well, yeah, I am. And you're living off also the Social Security of your third wife, right? Yeah. So you're saying that's a success story, right, Hua? You're living off your Social Security, not the alleged $2 or $3 million that you made, right? Yeah. Okay, and you're juggling credit cards. Well, you know, trying to make things balance out. Yeah, you've been doing that for years. So you got all these rich friends and telling me that they're a success story. But you're disappointed that your daughter and your 2 surviving sons are not successful. Well, I mean, I think you guys could have done more. I said, I happen to be content with my simple life, Dad. I'm content. Right? I'm content. I did what I had to do. You know? You know, I didn't own all those fancy cars that you did. You had to turn around and sell. You know? You know, I got an old classic car, which is, you know, nothing special, nothing, you know. But, you know, it's an old classic car. I mean, I'm living off of SSI because of my injuries in the war. I did not say I got a Purple Heart. I did not get wounded. I came close. A couple times. Came close. But, you know, my ears are jacked up. You know, I got PTSD, you know, all that other stuff. And I still get my shitty National Guard retirement, which is going to be about $650 maybe. And then I got my VA disability. Okay, so I'm partial owner of this house. Okay? You know, my health is still pretty good. I'm going to be 60 here in a couple months. You know, and I'm not a super success story. But I told my dear old dad, my music is out there. That's right. You guys saw the videos. The Mornblade stuff is still out there. There's over 1,000 CDs that's been sold. Just 1,000, because we made a small number, but it's out there. It's still out there. I'm on a heavy metal web page. You know, after I die, the band's still going to exist. Its music's still going to be out there. You know, I may not be a 275-pound fat guy that probably drank the shit out of himself and got cancer, but, you know, I got a first-degree black belt that I got in my late 50s. That's a pretty good achievement, personal achievement. Been to college, 4.0 grade average. Did some stage acting. Did some videos. Was in a couple of movies. Okay. So I'm not a great success story. I've been to 20 different countries. My dad's never been out of the United States. I've been all over the goddamn place. I've been everywhere. I bet his super rich friends probably only went to, we only went to France. Yeah, we went to France. Everybody wants to go to France. Or we was even Greece. Ooh, wow. Oh, wow, you went to France and Greece. I've been to Poland. I've been to the Czech Republic, Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Sweden, Norway, Kuwait, Iraq, Jordan. I mean, Israel, Palestine. I mean, come on. I've been to a lot of places. I got to see everything that I wanted to do. I served in the war. I served in peace. I was in events that was in history. Not because of this guy's a 275 fucking pound cancerous fucking shitbag that probably got an allowance or an inheritance in order for him to build that kind of money. At least I went out and did something. I did more than my dad. And right now he's in the shithole. His dick is bigger than everybody else's, and his friends' dicks are even bigger than his. That doesn't make any sense. But this is the kind of argument that I've had with this guy. No matter what his condition is, folks, the guy is an arrogant ass, and guarantee you that his friends, the super rich fuckers, are probably a bunch of arrogant asses themselves. Right? Well, I think so. But what do I know? I'm trying to fix this blasted thing. Right? Right? Think about that. So that's basically what this video is all about. I'm telling you people out there in the YouTube land, what 365 subscribers, 300 of them are subscriber bots and watchdogs. Thank you, YouTube, for not fixing it. And thank you for having me suspended again. This goes out to everybody. No matter what, be proud of what you're doing. If you got to work your ass off like the rest of the ham and eggers out there, including myself, which I have done, be proud. Be happy that you exist. Another day above ground is a good day. Don't listen to these arrogant sons of bitches because they got more toys than you, or they got more money. Be happy that you have your family, daughters, sons, nieces, nephews, wives, husbands, boyfriends, girlfriends, girlfriends. Just be happy. Because each day is very precious. Each day is. Each day. Because each day equals an eternity. Don't let guys like my dad and his arrogant, super rich idiot friends bring you down. They don't bring me down. To me, it's just another, okay, man, cool. Go, do this. So this goes out to all of y'all. And remember, Jeff the Pharaoh, Jeff the Dead Rabbit, Jeff Blackie, Jeff the Jerk, Jeff the Jabroni, the loser, the stolen valor, the faker, or whatever, is going to tell you all, take it one day at a time. Be proud of who you are, no matter what you have done or what you have not done. Be proud, stand up, and take it a day at a time. Huh?